Richmond Sanitary District Board of Commissioners is called to order. The first item of business is to open a public hearing for the approval of Resolution 5-2025, the adoption of the 2026 budget. Is there anything additional that you wanted to say regarding the budget?
Yes, I will make a couple statements, Madam President and Board. First, the attachments in the resolution include the things we discussed in the budget workshop where a couple of those insurance items were changing and we had them handwritten and we presented them. They just got officially updated. The other piece I would mention, and it's not in any of the resolutions here today, it will be in the tax version of the sanitary district's budget that will go to City Council to pass. I did let you know, but I wanted to bring it up here that the DLGF did get us the updated circuit breaker numbers, and there was an additional $500,000 approximately of increase to that or loss to our revenue stream in the 6601. It still puts that budget approximately $100,000, $101,000 in the plus. So again, it was still balanced, and again, we kind of left that cushion as we discussed in the budget workshop as we didn't know where that circuit breaker would come in. So we did leave enough to still be in the plus side, but I did want to mention that here while we're talking about the budget overall. And that's all I have, unless there are any other questions.
No other questions, and having no questions from the public regarding that, I will close the public hearing regarding Resolution 5-2025, the adoption of the 2026 budget. It then takes us to the second item of business, which is the recommendation to approve Resolution 5-2025, the adoption of the 2026 budget. I guess we need no further discussion on that. I will entertain a motion.
President Miller.
Mr. Bakshi.
Motion for recommendation to approve Resolution 5-2025, which is the adoption of the 2026 budget as presented.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve Resolution 5-2025, the adoption of the 2026 budget as presented. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item of business is approval of board minutes from the September 9th, 2025 meeting.
President Miller.
Yes, Mr. Bakshi?
Motion for approval of board minutes from September 9th, 2025 as presented.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve board minutes from September 9th of 2025 as presented. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item of business is approval of invoices from check dates September 9th and 12th of 2025.
President Miller.
Yes, Mr. Bakshi?
Motion to approve the invoices from check dates September 9th and 12th of 2025. The total amount was $342,671.66. Notables included Centerpoint Energy for $11,093.71, JCI Jones Chemical Incorporated for $12,500, Merrill Brothers Inc. for $172,189.56, Richmond Power and Light in the amount of $43,230.08, and finally Donald R. Fry and Company for $22,000.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve invoices from check dates September 9th and 12th of 2025, totaling $342,671.66. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item of business is the director's report.
Yes, Madam President and Board. I just have a couple things. First, the budget, as we were speaking of, the Committee of the Whole is meeting this week, where they sit in on all the tax funds of the cities. I will be presenting tonight to the Committee of the Whole our 6601 budget and its corresponding capital improvement fund, the 6607. And then that would be post-Committee of the Whole, and any suggestions or changes that council would make, then this would go to first reading likely at the first meeting in October, will be included in the city's general fund budget there. Second item I have is leaf pickup. Again, the street department collects leaves within the city limits. The sanitary district collects leaves that are outside of the city limits but inside of the sanitary district boundaries. The street department will start their collection on October 14th. The sanitary district will start our collections on October 27th. Hours are broken down by neighborhood, and it goes over that. There's a map with that, but all that notice has been, both the street department and the sanitary district's notice were sent jointly to the community development coordinator here at the city building, who will do the work to make sure that information gets distributed through websites and social media posts, and sometimes there are flyers that go out in district bills as well, but that information will be out there for the public to see when their neighborhood gets collected. So that's all I have unless there are questions.
Unfortunately, the leaves are coming very quickly.
Yep, that's always the hard part. If it's a dry year, they come earlier, right? If
Yeah.
it's wet, they come later, and we kind of have to set that up early, and we're just at the mercy of nature.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Thank you. The next item of business is the recommendation to approve wastewater residuals disposal permit R-RG 2025, 26, 27, and 28 for, I think, Raygon Group LLC, expiring on 8/1 of 28.
President Miller?
Yes, Mr. Bakshi?
Motion to approve the wastewater residuals disposal permit as presented.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve the wastewater residual disposal permit for Raygon Group LLC as presented. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That takes us to miscellaneous. Is there any other business to be brought before the board today? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And I will turn it over to President Bakshi for the Stormwater Board.
Thank you. I'd like to call to order the September 23rd, 2025 Richmond Sanitary District Stormwater Management Board meeting. The first item on the agenda is a public hearing for approval of Resolution 1-2025, which is the adoption of the 2026 budget.
I only have the same comments. The insurance pieces were updated here as they were spoken of, and then just again, that same note on the 6601 budget's circuit breaker loss.
Good. Hearing nothing else, I do have one question. So on the resolution, the previous one was 05-2025. This one's 01-2025, and that's not a typo.
No, correct. So the stormwater and the sanitary board both have their own resolution. So as each new resolution, they just chronologically go up in order, and this is the first resolution for the stormwater board this year.
Perfect, thank you. Any other questions? I will close the public hearing, and I will entertain a recommendation to approve Resolution 1-2025, which is the adoption of the 2026 budget.
And President Bakshi, I will make the motion to approve Resolution 1-2025, the adoption of the 2026 budget as presented.
I will second. Is there any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that approves a recommendation to approve the Resolution 01-2025, adoption of the 2026 budget. Next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from September 9th, 2025.
And President Bakshi, I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes of September 9th, 2025 meeting as presented.
Any questions or comments? I will second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. The third item on the agenda, number 4, is approval of invoices from check dates September 5th and 12th of 2025.
And President Bakshi, I would like to make a motion to approve invoices from check dates September 5th and 12th of 2025 totaling $7,912.66.
I will second. Are there questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. That takes us down to miscellaneous. Anything for miscellaneous? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
I second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.